Hey, you, hope you're well. Welcome to Exploring Spirituality. I am Nikki DeForest, and in this channel, we talk about all things spiritual. I recently saw a Twitter post, and someone was really mad and basically screaming, "Spirituality is not positivity." And I thought, you're right. So let's talk about what spirituality is. I think it's just more helpful than talking about what it's not. So, you know how we do it now. Let's grab a cup of tea and get cozy and talk about what spirituality is. So, for me, on my path, and that's really all I can speak about is my experience. For me, on my path, it's been mostly about healing, at least to date. It's been about healing from all the hurts and the wounds that have stopped me in my path, that have made me small, that have kept me from doing what I really wanted to do, which is where our soul path lies. I got to drink. So for me, spirituality is mostly about healing. It is also about kind of shedding judgment, reducing and shedding the judgment, not only of ourselves, but reducing judgment of other people. Being judgmental is not part of spirituality. Spirituality is all about community and creating a community. And it's hard to create community, like true, honest community, if we're being judgmental of others. But living in this world is really challenging, and being judgmental of ourselves doesn't help either. So, kind of reducing judgment is also what spirituality is about for me. Much of what my spiritual path has been about, especially in terms of the healing, is about overcoming fear. I have a lot of videos, or I have several videos about overcoming fear because that just happened to be what a big part of my path was. I'm sure it's different for everybody. We each have our own challenges. But for me, spiritual path also means overcoming fear. Spirituality can also be about the spiritual practices we engage in, those spiritual practices that help us balance our mind, body, and soul. So, whether that's meditation or really getting grounding into nature or kind of our ritualistic um, moon rituals or our ritualistic bathing or however we support ourselves, mind, body, and soul, those kind of rituals that we do, those spiritual practices are a huge part of spirituality. So again, I think spirituality for me is more about that versus just positivity. That tweet still makes me laugh. It's so funny. Anyway, I think a lot of what spirituality is relates to just us bettering ourselves. It's using all those spiritual practices to become better versions of ourselves. When we're more present, when we're more mindful, when we're more calm from meditating. That's so I guess what I'm trying to say is that spirituality is also about just becoming a better version of ourselves. It's not necessarily positive. It can be really challenging. So positivity or toxic positivity? No, that's not what spirituality is about for me. I may be able to present it in a positive way, but golly, when we are really doing the inner work and really healing ourselves, diving in and poking around at everything that triggers us or trying to figure out why we're triggered about one certain topic in our life and really just healing those patches, it's not pretty. It's not positive. It's work. It's work. So yeah, I guess spirituality is also about doing the work. I guess the best thing about spirituality is it's different for all of us. Each one of us will have our own unique path, our own unique brand of spirituality. So I keep thinking about that tweet. Like, spirituality is not just positivity, it's a world of traditions and practices and our own healing and whatever we need tools wise, astrology, tarot, crystals, whatever we need, synchronicities, whatever we need to support ourselves, mind, body, and soul. That's a little more close to what I think spirituality is. So, what is spirituality for you? How would you define it for yourself? And how do you enjoy it in your daily life? And how do you navigate your spiritual path? That's really all that matters, is how it works for you. In each one of my videos, I highlight someone who I've worked with or who really inspires me. And for this video, I am going to shout out to my husband, Chilo. Yesterday, I had another one of those healing cycles where I was triggered and navigating a lot of very strong emotions. So I isolated myself and I did my healing thing like I usually do. I've got a video for it, so I think I'll link it somewhere. And he's getting really good with helping me through these healing sessions that I have. He just will check in on me. He might help me around the house a little bit more. He's just been a real trooper while I've been navigating this spiritual awakening of mine. So I'm really grateful to you, Chilo, and I thank you very much. I'm also grateful to you for watching this video this far. I am grateful for your precious time and your beautiful energy. And until the next time on Exploring Spirituality, I love you. Be well. Wait.